What's up, guys? We just finished with Sneak Peek a couple days ago, and I wanted to get this deck profile out for you guys because I played Rescue Ace. If you guys can see this, I got me this sick ass mat right here. I mean, I think it's a sick ass deck, but we can get into it. If you guys are going into Indie, if you guys are going to any regionals, or just this upcoming format in general with the new AGOB set, it's gas. Honestly, Rescue Ace is insane. Depends on the player, I guess. Anyways, before we get into the deck profile, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and always remember that just have fun playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Anyways, let's get into the deck profile. So, we start off with the Rescue Ace monsters. We got the 2 Rescue Ace Hydrant, 1 Fire Engine, and the 1 Fire Attacker. Now, some people weren't playing this, some people weren't playing this. I don't know, I kind of went back and forth and I wanted to play both for the Sneak Peek. I thought both of them worked out perfectly fine. I did brick on him, especially in my Vanadium matchup. The Vanadium deck is crazy, but against with this, it's like it lets you get into your engine, obviously, Fire Engine. More fire monsters. You got Airlifters. It's pretty standard, not much to talk about. I did play 3 Impulse. Now, some people are playing 1, some people are playing 3. Obviously, because there's like tactics is going to be really big this format. Thrust, tactics, I don't know. It's just going to be, I feel like it's going to be heavy hand trap format. Even with the Ken and Jen combo, like that's just pretty standard. I decided to play 3 because you just have to get your engine started, and once you do, it's like you're never losing. 2 Preventer, that's still standard. You don't want to brick on any big boys. Same thing with the Turbs. 2 Turbs, you don't ever want to brick on the big boys. I find myself where people are trying to like break my boards a lot, and I end up using the second turbulence effect that a lot of people forget, where you end up popping one of their cards. It's sick. Still, I don't think a lot of people understand how this Rescue Ace deck works, and it's just going to affect them in the future. Now getting into the new cards, you got the 2 DIABELLSTARs, and then the 3 Wanted, and 1 Sinful Spoil. Now this is what makes the deck even better, especially since it's just an E-Telly for Hydrant, and then you get to draw 1 off of the Wanted by putting this back, so you're 100% recycling your whole engine. I don't know, and then sometimes you get a free body if you don't really want to use any of this, or if you draw this and you don't really need to send it away. I just think it's nuts, especially like, obviously because your starter is Airlifter, so when you have Airlifter on board and you don't want to send this, and you could just use this to go into dark against your opponent, you can use this, send the Airlifter, and then, I don't know, just continue comboing off, have your Hydrant. It's just gas. Pretty expensive, but you want to have fun, right? Continuing on with the hand traps, this deck has a lot of utility space. So in terms of the hand traps, you got the 3 Nibs, 3 Drills, and the 3 Ash. I chose these 3 hand traps in perspective of like the format that's shaping out to be. For example, like Vanadium. Ash is just in general, like that's just a good one. Nibiru, nobody respects Nibiru right now, especially like against the mirror match. Rescue Ace, you don't really respect it, other than like if you have SP Little Knight, that you can respect it that way, I guess, in that sense. But it still gives you the opportunity to try and resolve your turbulence if they have the preventer, and you just put them on better habit at that point. Tearlaments, the same thing. They don't really respect this. Same thing with the Ash, but draw doesn't really work out for them. Sometimes it hits. It just depends on if they're playing the new horror stuff. Yeah, it's all. I think it's just the best in terms of like imperms. I don't really want to run into like Ken and Jen. I don't really want to run into having to impulse and put stuff on my board, because then it turns off my imperms. Going into the spells, we got the 1 Rhoda, 3 Pots. It's mandatory. You get a higher percentage rate by playing them, by keeping the consistency in your deck high. 1 Alert, 1 Rescue, 3 Emergencies, and the 1 HQ. You have to play this. The grind game, especially with Tearlament in this format, you need to be able to play this to be able to continue your grind, because if you don't, you can just scoop. If you're playing against a mirror match and they're playing this and you're not, you just scoop pretty much, because they can outgrind you. It's pretty tough if you're not like killing them that one turn. Last Traps, Extinguish, Contain. I did not play the Reinforce. It's ass. Don't even think about it. 41 card deck. like I said, I decided to play the fire engine in terms of having to keep my engine going, and that's what made it a 41 card deck. Going into the extra deck, we got the 1 Link Kribo, 1 IP, 1 SP. Card's broken. It's honestly, like, if you guys don't know what it does, on summon you can banish from your grave or the field. I actually didn't really know the field one until later on, but in your grave, you on summon, if you don't have a banished monster, you're able to banish one of your rescue aces that are in grave to keep your preventer live on your opponent's turn, which is super sick because sometimes you don't have a banished monster and the SP Little Knight just gets that for you. SP Little Knight also dodges the Imperm, dodges the Nib, it doesn't dodge Ash, dodges Effect Veiler, which is really cool. It just does a lot for this deck, and that's what makes it really good. Keep continuing on. Got the Dark, the Hida, Puzzlemino. You'll figure out why on Puzzlemino. We got the 1 Sunlight Wolf, 1 Nightmare Unicorn, 1 Celine. Celine, because I don't know if you guys know, but the DIABELLSTAR engine, they're spellcasters. And it's cool because on summon, this searches, or sets the simple stuff. So when you set this, it's like, it's insane. You just keep your engine going even if you don't have it. 1 Heat Leo for the back row, 1 Apple because it's easy to make, access code OTK. Then for the Puzzlemino, we got the 1 Dweller. Dweller, this format is insane against Tier, Unchained, or any other graveyard decks, which the most popular are obviously Tier and Unchained. And then we got the 1 Tifon. This is also another new card. Usually at the end of the combo you want to like summon this. This is the card that you want to use to just bounce a random monster on board. It also, not a lot of people read this, but it also has an effect where if your monster has 3,000 more attack, you cannot activate any of their effects. So it's kind of crazy. Some people miss that and they try to start like comboing off, and then they have a 3,000 more attack monster. It doesn't even matter if it's original attack, even if it gains attack. That 3,000 more attack monster cannot activate its effects, which is crazy. And then last card, we got the Baron. Baron because it's really easy to like just have a DIABELLSTAR on board. Again, like this card is just insane. So it's a level 7. You have Ash Blossom. You can just normal summon Ash Blossom, and it just go from there. You can easily make a Baron, or you can take somebody's Ash from your Hida, and then with your DIABELLSTAR make a Baron. There's just a lot of opportunities for Baron. Yeah, that's it for the extra deck. Then side deck, honestly, it just really depends on how your guys' preference, but for this sneak peek, I ended up doing the 3 DD Crow, the 3 Fenrirs. I kept the Fenrirs in case I knew I wasn't playing against Ken and Jen combo, so I just decided to side them in if I thought it was just, it's a broken card, so I just sided them in if I thought they weren't playing Ken and Jen and they weren't putting anything on my board. Even the Iblis stuff, which I don't think is going to be relevant in this format. Continuing on, we got the 2 Thrust, 1 Tactics. For the whole like Tactics Thrust engine, I guess I could show it off as 1 Evenly, 1 D-Barrier, 1 Daruma Cannon, and 1 Harpies. Tactics Thrust is going to be insane this next format, so if you guys don't have them already, you should get them. I don't know, I've resolved this so many times, especially even when since I'm siding it, I almost feel like I should main it, but I don't know how I'm going to work that out yet. But from here, I think it's insane. Last 2 cards are the Cosmic Cyclones. I think it's pretty standard. You guys don't really need any explanation for that. But overall, I think this deck is awesome. I have been having so much fun with it. As you guys know, if you guys been watching my channel, I post a lot about Rescue Ace, and I think it's amazing. If you guys want to have some fun, you can wee-woo out of here, but if you don't and you want to play a different deck and you play against Rescue Ace, at least you kind of have an idea of what you're kind of going up against and what you should expect. Deck has an amazing grind game, so just look forward to that. Other than that, like I said, please like, comment, subscribe, and if you guys ever want to see my face, please go to an event and I'll see you there.